Hello everyone, welcome to my channel once again. So today I want to solve some past questions from the State Examination Commission. We'll be solving the higher level mathematics that was written 7 June 2024. The afternoon paper, precisely be paper 1. We'll be solving the number 1 question for this video. So as time goes on, we solve all of them. So number 1 question says it has A, B, and C. Number 1A. Number 1A question says that we should find the value of n, as you can see, for which n minus 3 is equal to the square root of 3n plus 1. So what do? Now we want to find the values of n for which n minus 3 is equal to the square root of 3n plus 1. So we need to take out the square root. How do we take out the square root? We square both sides. So we say square both sides. So how do we do that? So we have n minus 3 power 2 is equal to the square root of 3n plus 1 raised to the power of 2. So the next thing we do, you can see that this square, we cancel out the square root, so we'll be left with n minus 3 raised to the power of 2 is equals to 3n plus 1. So what do we do next? We open up the brackets. Here we're having something like n minus 3 multiplying n minus 3 is equals to 3n plus 1. So if we want to simplify n minus 3 times n minus 3, we have n times n squared, n times minus 3 minus 3n, minus 3 times n minus 3n, minus 3 times 3 plus 9. So we'll be having n squared minus 3n minus 3n will give us minus 6n, then plus 9 equal to 3n plus 1. The next thing you do here now is to do what? Collect like terms. So we say collect like terms. So we collect like terms together and we add or subtract them when necessary. So we have n squared minus 6n. If this 3n comes over, it changes to minus 3n. Then we have plus 9. Then minus 1. Then here we are left with just what? 0. Okay, so now we subtract and add when necessary. We have n squared minus 6n minus 3n will give us minus 9n, and then plus 9 minus 1 will give us 8 equal to 0. So what do we do next? Next thing we do here is to find the values of n. Now this is looking like a quadratic equation, and we all know that the general form of a quadratic equation is a squared plus ax squared plus bx plus c. Now over here now our a is 1, our b, comparing it to this equation, our a is 1, our b is minus 9, and our c is equal to 8. So now it's either we use the factorization method or we solve using the general formula method. So I want us to solve using the general formula method there. How do we make solve general formula method? General formula method states that n will now be equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we go on. So our n will now be equal to minus b, which is minus 9, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 9 squared minus 4, times a times c, all divided by 2a. So n is now equal to minus plus 9, plus or minus the square root of 81 minus 32, all divided by 2. Our n is now equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of 81 minus 32 will give us 49 all over 2. So from here, now that n is equals to 9 plus or minus the square root of 49 is 7 all over 2. Therefore, our n is equals to 9 plus 7 over 2, or n is equals to 9 minus 7 over 2, making n to be equal to 9 plus 7 is 16 divided by 2, 8, or n is equal to 9 minus 7 is 2, 2 divided 2 is 1. So n is equals to 8, or n is equals to 1. Let's go over to number 1b. For the b part of this, we are asked to simplify in terms of this expression. So what do? We get the LCM. The LCM of this should be 12t bracket 2t plus 1. Just simply take the two of them as if you are multiplying them. There is no need to come and start saying you want to do long LCM. So what do? Use the LCM to multiply both this side and this side. So we have 12t bracket 2t plus 1 multiplying 4 all over 2t plus 1 minus 12t bracket 2t plus 1 multiplying 7 all over 12t. So this 12t, we cancel out this 12t, 2t plus 1, cancel out this 2t plus 1. So we are left with 12t times 4 minus 7 times 2t plus 1. Now instead of putting 2t plus 1 times 7, I did 7 bracket 2t plus 1. Remember that multiplication is commutative. So if I say 7 times 2t plus 1, since I'm saying 2t plus 1 times 7. So 2t times 4 will give us 48t, minus 7 times 2t will give us minus 14t, minus 7 times 1 will give us minus 7. Our answer now becomes 48t minus 14t will give us 34t minus 7. This is our answer. Our answer says 34t minus 7. So we'll go over to the C part of it. That is 1c. Now we have three equations. X plus 2y is equals to 143, and y plus 3w equal to minus 74, and 4x plus 5w equal to 4. So we want to solve this simultaneously and find the value of x, y, and w, members of integer. So the first thing you do is to call this equation 1, or you can say equation A, B, and C 2, and equation 3. Now we are going to look at equation 1 and 2, and look at equation 3. Equation 3, we have the variables x and w. Why in equation 1 and 2 we have x, y, and y, w. So if you look at equation 1 and 2, there's something common. Y is in equation 1 and y is in equation 2. So with that sense, I will say let me eliminate y so that the equation I'm going to get will be looking like equation 3. So then I cannot solve simultaneously. So what I will do now, I will say x plus 2y equal to 143, then y plus 3w equal to negative 47. So what will I do? I will rearrange this. Remember that addition is commutative. So if I say x plus 2y is anything as saying y 2y plus x. So I will say let me rearrange this. So I have x plus 2y here. I can say this is now x plus 2y equal to 143, and 3w plus 2y equal to negative 47. So I want the y's to be standing together so it will be easier for me to understand what I'm doing. Oh, sorry about that, not 2y. It should be 3w plus y. Y plus 3w is same as 3w plus y equal to negative 47. Okay, so the next thing I will do now, I want to eliminate y. So what do I do? For me to eliminate y, I will multiply this equation by the coefficient of y here, and multiply this equation by the coefficient of y here. The coefficient of y here is 1, while the coefficient of y here is 2. So I will multiply this equation with 1 by 1 and multiply this equation by 2. Remember, we multiply 1, use 1 to multiply anything, it remains the same. So multiplying here by 2 becomes 2 times 3w will give me 6w plus 2 times y, 2y is equal to 2 times negative 47 will give me negative 148. So now I will subtract. If I subtract, I have x minus 6w is x minus 6w. 2y minus 2y will go out, give me 0. It will now be equal to 143 minus 148 is same as saying 143 plus 148, which will give me 291. Now this equation now is now looking like this. Now sorry, now having the same variable with this. So this is 4x plus 5w equals to 4, and this is x minus 6w equals to 291. Now I can solve these two simultaneously. So now I have x plus 6w equals to 9, and I will bring down equation 3 to be 4x minus plus 5w equal to 4. So what will I do next? I will try and eliminate one. Let me eliminate x. I want to eliminate x, means that I'll multiply here by 4 and multiply here by 1, because the coefficient here is 1, the coefficient here is 4. 4 times x will give me 4x. 4 times 6 minus 24w. 29 times 4 will give me 1164. 1 times 4x, 4x. 1 times 5w, 5w, and 1 times 4, 4. So now I want to eliminate. I will now do what? Subtract. (4x minus 4x) will give me 0. Minus 24x. Now remember, now I am subtracting because they are both having the same sign. Plus is here, plus is here, so I will subtract. Assuming I have negative sign here and I have positive sign here, I will add. If I have negative, positive, I will add. The same sign, if I have minus, I will subtract. Plus, subtract. The same sign, you subtract. Different sign, you add. So this minus will give us, will be out 0, minus 24w minus 5w will give us minus 29w. 1164 minus 4 will give us 1160. For us to get w, we say divide both sides by negative 29. So our w now is now equal to negative 40. So now, since our w is equal to negative 40, we can get our x and our y very easy. Take a look at equation 2 and equation 1. The equation 2 is y plus 3w equals to negative 47. So I can easily get my y by just putting my x in place of my negative 40 in place of w. So I have y plus 3w is equals to negative 47. So in place of negative, in place of y now, in place of w, I'll put negative 40. So I have y is now equal to, y plus 3 times negative 40 will give us minus 47. Y 3 times negative 40 will give us negative 120 is equals to negative 47. So we have y to now be equal to negative 47. Negative crosses over, equal to change to positive 120. Therefore, my y is now equal to negative 47 plus 120 will give us 46. That's the value for y. So we have gotten the value of w and y. So let us get the value of x. Remember, from the third equation, 4x plus 5y is equals to 4. So in place of w now, I can put my negative 40. So from here we have that 4x, 5 times negative 40 will give us negative 200 is equal to 4. So 4x is now equal to 4. This comes over plus 200. 4x is now equal to 204. So what do we do to get x? Divide both sides by 4. Therefore, our x is equals to what? 51. So we say, therefore, the variables x is equals to 51, y is equals to 46, and w is equals to negative 40. You can test to see if your equation is correct. I'll just use the first equation to test. My first equation says x plus 2y is equals to 143. Let us try. So x is 51 plus y is 46. Let's see if we get 143. So this is 51 plus 46 times 2 give you 92. So 92 plus 51 give you 143. So you can check for the others. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.